This is part 2. If you haven't checked out part 1, make sure you do that first. The link is in the description below, or hit the thumbnail and enjoy. What about a car, specific model that's been most profitable? If it's debt related, how long does it take for you to recoup that cost of a car? Is your revenue steady throughout the year? And if it isn't, how do you get through the slower times? What are you doing to retain the repeat business? What's one tip in picking the right car? What's the most difficult thing about running your business today? What would someone need to know who is looking to get into an exotic, classic, specialty car rental industry? What would they need to know? What's your couple pieces of advice?
Oh, I think the first one is everything that glitters is not gold. So
what do you mean?
The industry is very attractive, because it's very fun. But right now, this particular moment, it's not going to be lucrative. It's not going to be profitable. The market is very soft for exotics. So the Lamborghinis aren't being rented at the same pace. The Ferraris aren't just not being rented at the same pace as they used to be. So, and the market is pretty saturated. A lot of people got in on it. At least 5 exotic car rental companies started in the last 3 years around us.
Doesn't sound like a lot given the LA market, but...
There was only 3 to begin with.
Okay.
So now you've at least doubled the number of competitors. Then we had Turo come in.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's just the market of people that rent Lamborghinis and Ferraris on that level is not there.
Is it different with classics a little bit? Can you elaborate on that?
It's very different with classics.
Okay.
So the market is broader. So you have a lot more different types of people renting.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot more affordable. And the inventory to hold it, you're not going into crazy amount of debts like that.
As far as customers, repeat customers and then new customers, what would the percentage be of new customers as opposed to repeat?
85% new customers.
Okay.
15 to 20% repeat.
And then what are you doing to retain the repeat business? Anything? Do you have a program in place? Is it a relationship? Can you elaborate on that?
We truly go above and beyond to make sure the experience is perfect. So I think by providing the perfect experience, they always keep coming back to us. When they get more than what they asked for. So when the car looks better in person than it does in the pictures, which is a lot of times that's the case. When you deliver a car that looks better in person.
I can imagine their excitement
Exactly,
seeing it.
Yeah, so it's always good to see them light up. It's nicer in person. When you can deliver it and pick it up so they don't have to hassle with it. Mm-hmm. If they require certain flowers to be in the car, or if it's a certain surprise for a boyfriend or a wife, when they want a car positioned at a location.
Wow.
Or delivered at 3 in the morning, so it's there in the morning with a big bow on it. So
nice.
Anything is possible. We like to provide that, and they come back.
So customers can ask, would you agree, pretty much for anything,
pretty
and
much,
you will
yeah.
do everything you
We're
can.
We're a boutique, so it allows us to do things that other people can't or won't.
As far as this business and industry, is your revenue steady throughout the year? And if it isn't, how do you get through the slower times? Can you walk us through a little bit of that?
I mean, it's somewhat steady. We have our steady clients, corporate clients, productions, and so it's been steady except for the pandemic.
Right.
But otherwise, it's been steady and growing.
So it's not. You wouldn't say it's seasonal then? I mean, especially in California.
We have the seasonal ups, but it is like you said, California. There's always something going on.
What would be the slowest months?
Winter time. When it hits the winter time, maybe that's about it.
Do you guys do anything different in the winter as you do all the other months?
No, we might get rid of some of the fleet, refleet. So we might sell some cars and then buy some more going into the summer.
Elaborate more on that. Why do you do that?
Just so our overhead is lower. So we know it's going to be slower. There's no need to hold on to certain inventory.
Okay.
And if the car's getting a little bit older, then it's the right time to sell.
Gotcha.
Get another car.
So yeah, you do a little shifting during the slow seasons.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You have to. And you never know what's going to happen. So we don't want to sit on inventory, let the inventory go old. We want to sell at the right time, buy at the right time.
All right, you guys, we've got the Blitz segment with Ronnie. Ronnie, we've got 5 questions for you. You can't take too long to think about it. First one is, if you could sell or rent your vehicles to a celebrity that you haven't already, who would it be?
I would definitely go with the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Who doesn't like that guy, right?
Who doesn't like that? That's an awesome answer. If you could have anyone in this world endorse your business, who would it be?
I'd go with Elon Musk on that one, for sure. Yeah.
That's a big one.
He's a big player.
In 3 words, what would you tell all your naysayers?
Only gets better.
Golden answer right there, guys. All right, 2 more. What's the most bizarre business encounter that you've had to date?
A lot, but the one that pops into my mind was we had a YouTube star rent one of our Lambos, and everything was fine. But in the middle of the night, I start getting phone calls and emails and messages to go to YouTube and to log into this particular star's channel. And when I logged into my horror, live is our Lambo doing donuts and hitting 7,000 RPM in gear 1 for miles upon miles. And nothing we could do about it. I think we're just watching the horror live on YouTube.
How did that end?
Actually, the YouTuber was very nice. They understood what they did was not, nice to the car, but they did it for the show and they paid for it. So as long as they pay for it, it's a product and a service that we provide. So
would you rent them again?
100%.
What would you tell your younger version when it comes to mistake? Don't make this mistake now that you know more.
Work harder, get up earlier, and don't listen to negative opinions.
When it comes to buying cars, some are cash, I would presume. Some you're utilizing debt. If it's debt related, how long does it take for you to recoup that cost of a car?
We don't see it that way.
Okay.
I don't know how. I don't know why. We've just never looked at it that way. Immediately, it's kind of revenue. We make a bulk of it when we sell it or when we trade it in.
Walk us through that then. Let's dive into that a little bit. How do you see it as a business owner when it comes to acquiring new vehicles? How would you go about doing it?
It all depends on the vehicle. So some used vehicles are really good to buy. You buy them used and you can finance them any way you want to. Some vehicles, it's better off buying brand new. It's just very, it's weird.
Off the cuff, what models have been good used? Which ones absolutely better buy new?
We bought the brand new Lamborghini Huracan. I think that was a better buy than buying used. We got the warranty. We had at least a year to claim that it's a brand new year of a car.
That's
what
true,
I mean?
yeah.
So, and you can ask for top dollars when it comes to that. Used, we could have gotten away with buying some used vans, but we still chose to purchase brand new vans. It still gave us that prestige, that year of saying we got brand new cars.
What's one tip in picking the right car? Something you've used before that really worked well?
Do a little bit of market research. Maybe test it on the website before you purchase it. Put it online, coming soon page.
Oh, okay.
Get pre-reservations for it. And see just how visitors react to a page, to certain pictures, and what kind of demand is there. We've done that before. Tested a couple of cars and then bought them afterwards. Or we've tested it and the day it just flops, and so we
put it online, no one calls, no one reserves. You're like, okay.
Move on.
Yeah. What's the most difficult thing about running your business today?
The most difficult thing I would dealing with breakdowns. New cars, old cars, there's breakdowns. So we've had classic cars break down, but we've had brand new Range Rovers just shut down straight from the dealership. We brought it for clients.
Stranded somewhere else.
Yeah, so you can't let the customer deal with that. You have to be, no matter where they are. We had a customer drop a key in the lake last week.
Ouch.
So we had to overnight a brand new key over to them. We had a customer break down on the side of the road. We had to fly somebody out to Dallas last week just to bring a van back because the customer actually went there, didn't want the van anymore. And so that's okay, but we have to retrieve it for the next renter. So
wow.
Breakdowns and customer schedule changes.
What about a car, specific model that you can share with us that's been most profitable and a car model that's been least profitable?
Most profitable would be that one right there.
The Mustang.
The Mustang.
But what model is that and why is it most profitable?
Well, that's our 1965 Mustang GT convertible. We've got a few of those. I think we have 3 or 4 of those now.
And those are going to be in the higher profit margins?
Yeah, because they rent out all the time. It's a very iconic, classic car.
Right.
Everybody knows about it. It's a 65 Mustang. People from all over the world come just to drive that particular car.
What about lowest profit margins and why?
Margin? Well, strangely enough, it's been this car.
Let's take a look at it. Tell us about it.
Well, we bought this car and it did phenomenally well. Really well. Parties, a lot of movies, a lot of stuff. And then we thought the same thing would happen with this car.
Not the case?
No, nothing.
Any idea why?
No idea why. We have literally no idea why. And sometimes it's a strange thing. We've bought cars where everybody agrees that that's going to be a big hit, and it's a complete flop.
What are the biggest problems in this industry? What do you deal with potentially on a monthly basis?
Definitely on a monthly basis, we're dealing with a lot of scammers. Every month, at the very least, 2 or 3 scammers will walk through the door, and we haven't been immune. We had a car stolen, ended up on a ship, shipped to, to Asia. We were able to bring it back somehow. But yeah, we deal with those quite a lot more than I think any other industry, because they're able to walk out with a very high-end merchandise with a fake ID and a fake credit card.
What can you do, or what do you do to prevent that from happening ever again?
So there's a lot of things now we're doing differently than we used to do before. Far more checks as far as verifying the insurance, verifying the credit card, verifying the address.
Rather than just looking at it, taking it for what it's worth, you actually...
Correct.
I mean, how do you verify a credit card? I know the insurance, you could call the agent.
So
tips-wise, how do you verify those?
You can do the same thing with a credit card. You can call the credit card company and say, we have a mutual client that's about to rent this car. Can you call your client and confirm that they are still renting?
I didn't know you can do that.
Yeah, we've done that.
Last but not least, you've got all these wonderful, expensive, gorgeous-looking vehicles. At the end of the day, do you just kind of say to yourself, I'm going to take this one today, I'm going to take that one today? How does that work for you?
Not anymore. In the beginning, yeah, but what ends up happening is if I take this home, and it has happened where it gets a flat tire, then I can't make the rental for the next day. Or if it any way jeopardizes a rental, it's off the record. It can't happen, you know. So we can't jeopardize the record.
That must be so hard.
It is hard, but yeah, used to it. But we're very fortunate to work with pieces of art day in and day out.
Right.
And sometimes we take it for granted, but it's good to remind ourselves that these are art and they're unique pieces. And we're very fortunate that this is our job, you know. But no, it's not tempting anymore because I know somebody else wants that car. I can't jeopardize their experience. You have to be disciplined, just like everything else in life. It's discipline.
Right.
It's a business. You have to treat it as a business.
That's an amazing answer. Ronnie, I think all of us have really enjoyed hearing from you, your experiences, your crazy, wild stories as you get often in this business. So thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video and took away a lot of ideas. I hope you were inspired. This business isn't easy, but it's very rewarding and very fun. So if you have passion for cars, definitely take a look at this. Make sure you subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We've got a lot of awesome content and businesses coming up.